Welcome to Section 2. I hope you remembered the 3 types of patch cables from Section 1, because in this section, we're going to test each of those cables and be sure we can recognize the correct results for each of those types. Even if visual identification of a cable is easy, not all correctly identified cables are functional. A cable tester, like the ones pictured here, can help identify a cable that is not functioning correctly. But before we can recognize a faulty cable, we need to know what happens when a good cable is tested. Here we see a video of a successful straight-through cable test. Note that there are 2 rows of numbers. Each number represents a wire in the T568A or B sequence. Cable testers like this one do not identify which standard is used. They only identify the relative position of the wire on both ends. Let's examine the straight-through cable test again. On a straight-through cable, the same standard is used on both ends. That means the wires are in the same position on both ends. The wire in position 1 on the tester side, the top row of numbers, is in position 1 on the remote side, the bottom row of numbers. The same goes for wires 2, 3, 4, and so on. Here's a cable test of a crossover cable. Remember, in a crossover, the T568A and the T568B standards are both used. So some of the wires will be in one position on the tester, but in another position on the remote. Let's watch that again. The wire in position 1 on the tester side is in position 3 on the remote side. Position 2 on the tester side goes to position 6 on the remote side. Then 3 goes to position 1. Positions 4 and 5 are the same on both ends. Then position 6 goes to position 2 on the remote end. This is normal for a crossover cable where the orange and green pairs swap positions in the 2 standards. From this, you can probably guess what happens when you test a rollover or console cable. Pause the video and write down the number pairs for a successful test of a console cable. When you are ready, start the video again and see if you are right. Here is a video of a rollover cable test. Do the pairs of numbers you wrote down match the test? You should have predicted that position 1 goes to position 8, then 2 goes to 7, 3 to 6, 4 to 5, and so on. Now that you have seen a successful test of each of the types of patch cables, take the assessment. You must score a 4 out of 4 to qualify. Good luck.